Hello all, welcome to the presentation of the poem Colonization in Reverse. Before moving to the poem, let's discuss about the writer of the poem, Louise Bennett. Louise Bennett was a Jamaican poet and cultural icon. She was born on September 7, 1919 and has been described by many as Jamaican's leading comedian and the only poet who has really hit the truth about her society through its own language. In 1974, she was awarded the Order of Jamaica. She also received the Norman Manley Award for Excellence in the Arts and an honorary Doctor of Letters degree from the University of West Indies. In 2001, she was made a member of the Order of Merit for her contribution to the development of Jamaican arts and culture. She died on July 26, 2006 in Toronto, Canada. About the poem Colonization in Reverse. The poem Colonization in Reverse is written in 1966, 4 years after the Jamaican independence. Although immigrants from the Commonwealth had already started to arrive only a couple of years after the war. Because of the British Nationality Act of 1948, all Commonwealth citizens were allowed to enter Britain, work and vote, and people made full use of this right, especially in 1960s saw a massive increase in immigration. The poem consists of 11 stanzas of 4 lines each. The second line in each stanza rhymes with the last line. The movement of the poem is fast-paced. The language used in the poem is Jamaican English. The tone of the poem is conversational in style. Now, let's discuss about the poem Colonization in Reverse written by Louise Bennett. What joyful news, Miss Mattie! I feel like my heart will burst. Jamaicans are colonizing England in reverse. By the 100 and the 1,000 from rural and Kingston ground, by the shiploads and the planeloads, Jamaica is England bound. So, the first stanza, what joyful news, Miss Mattie! I feel like my heart will burst. Jamaicans are colonizing England in reverse. The poem is written in the form of a conversation to poet's friend, Miss Mattie. Miss Mattie is a Jamaican fellow. The poem opens with a note of excitement. The poet is extremely happy. I feel like my heart will burst. The poet is so happy that she fears that her heart might burst. Thus the poem starts with a note of joy with excitement. And what is the reason for this happiness? Jamaicans are colonizing England in reverse. Jamaicans are now colonizing England. Once the English colonized Jamaicans, but now Jamaicans are colonizing England. This is called colonizing in reverse or reverse colonization. By the hundreds and the thousands from rural and Kingston ground, by the shiploads and the planeloads, Jamaica is England bound. Jamaicans move from Jamaica to England in the hundreds and in the thousands. From rural and Kingston ground, Kingston is the capital of Jamaica. They move from villages as well as from the urban places. They also move from the villages of Jamaica. Thus, urban Jamaicans as well as rural Jamaicans are migrating from Jamaica to England. By shiploads and the planeloads, Jamaica is England bound. They travel by plane from Jamaica to England. Those who cannot afford plane fare travel by ship. So, whatever be the means of their travel, Jamaicans are determined to leave Jamaica and resettle in England. Thus the poet says, Jamaicans is England bound. Moving to the third stanza, they are pouring from Jamaica. Everybody's future plan is to get a high-class job and settle in the motherland. So, they are pouring from Jamaica into England. And what is their future plan? Their future plan is to get good jobs in England. They would like to have high-class jobs and careers in England. They are moving from Jamaica to England in order to get good jobs and at last settle in their motherland. Next stanza. What an island! What a people! Men and women, old and young, are packing their bags and barrels and turning history upside down. So, the poet is full of positive attitude or feeling towards England. What an island! What a people! The poet exclaims about England. The poet is having full of admiration towards England. What a beautiful island! What an excellent people! Men and women, old and young, are packing their bags and barrels. Men and women, old and young, are packing their bags and moving from Jamaica to England. There is a mass migration of people from Jamaica to England. There is no doubt that history is being turned upside down. Moving to the fifth stanza, some people don't like to travel, but just to show their loyalty, they are opening their own cheap fare to England agencies. The poet says that not all Jamaicans love to travel. There are some people who don't like to travel and they love to remain in Jamaica. What will they do? In order to show their loyalty, they open travel agencies. They even tend to give cheap fare offer to people to travel to England. Moving to the next stanza, week by week the volume of countrymen shipping out gets higher, all to populate and saturate the seat of the empire. So, with every passing week, the volume of Jamaicans traveling to England keeps increasing. This is a tendency which increases with every passing week. The people of Jamaica is determined to populate and saturate England. England had once been the seat of the empire. Now the colonizer is being colonized. They are migrating to England in order to colonize England. Moving to the next stanza, do you see how life is funny? Do you see the irony? Jamaicans are now the ones with English folks' money. The poet feels the life is funny because now the colonizer has become colonized and the colonized has become the colonizer. Once the English came to Jamaica to colonize Jamaica, now the Jamaicans are moving to England. So the poet feels irony about it. Jamaicans are now the ones with English folks' money. Money moves from the pockets of English to the pockets of Jamaicans. This is called reverse colonization. Once they get to England, they settle in their different roles. Some will get right down to work, but some will settle for the dole. Once the Jamaicans reach England, they will settle in their different roles. They will find job for themselves. But there may be some Jamaicans who are unable to find jobs for themselves. What will they do? They will settle for the dole. Now, what is a dole? The dole is unemployment wage. The dole is the benefit given by the state to unemployed persons. In Jamaica, there is no system of dole, but in England, whoever is unemployed is eligible for the state's benefit. Moving to the ninth stanza, Jane says the dole is not too bad because they will pay her £2 a week to find a job that she is well suited for. Now, a new character is introduced, Jane. Who is Jane? Jane is a Jamaican young woman. She has moved from Jamaica to England. She explains that dole is £2 a week. £2 a week is a big amount when compared to Jamaican money. Jane is a typical young migrant from Jamaica to England. She will get £2 a week as long as she is unable to get a suitable job for herself. Moving to the next stanza, I think Jane will never find work at the rate that she claims to look, for all day long she sits on Aunt Fan's couch and reads her romance book. So, the poet says that Jane will never find a suitable job for herself. This is because she is not good in searching a suitable job. She sits off Aunt Fan's couch all day long and reading romantic novels. It is true that as long as Jane can't find an appropriate job, state will pay her with dole. Moving to the last stanza of the poem, What confusion and excitement in England! They faced war and braved the worst. But I am wondering how they will manage colonizing in reverse. Thus, the poem ends with a question. How does England takes this phenomenon? They had faced war, they braved the worst. The England had a long history. The poet wonders how the English are going to cope with the phenomenon of reverse colonization. Thus, the poem ends with a kind of question mark. The poet wonders how the English are going to manage this very new strange phenomenon of reverse colonization. The poem is written in the form of a conversation to poet's friend Miss Matty. One might very well be curious as to Miss Matty's response to such a conversation, but we only hear the poet's voice, so it is more of a monologue. In a sense, Bennet's poem sets the stage for the Empire Strike Back, in which she highlights the irony of reverse colonization and its consequence and implications for the motherland. The poem of Louis Bennet, Colonization in Reverse, is about Jamaicans that feel proud because they are colonizing England. This means that Jamaicans are looking for a better perspectives of life, so they are forced to leave their hometown to cross the sea and arrive to the huge island named England. Jamaicans had different opportunities there in England. Some will get right down to work, but some will make it to the dole. We can see how the purpose is showed at the end of the poem by wondering how they will manage colonizing in reverse. This means England braved the worst and faced war, but the question is how they will manage colonizing in reverse. Thus, the poem gives Miss Matty a voice and a sense of agony in the discourse on colonization from the perspective of the colonized through a distillation of her thoughts about the phenomenon. That's all about the poem Colonization in Reverse, written by Louis Bennet. Hope you understood the poem. Thank you for watching.